Adult Solutions. Add-on desires.
Welcome to Adult Solutions Current Affairs program. This is Koteshwar. First we are going to discuss the international current affairs as part of today's current affairs. Former South Korea President Chun Do-hwan dies at 90. Former South Korean President Chun Do-hwan, whose iron-fisted rule of the country following a 1979 military coup sparked massive democracy protests, died on Tuesday at the age of 90. Military strongman Chun Do-hwan, who took power in a 1979 coup and brutally crushed pro-democracy protests before going to prison for misdeeds while in office. China for the first time acknowledges Indo-Pacific Initiative. China on Tuesday for the first time officially acknowledges the Indo-Pacific Initiative, which is spooned all along and recognized India's and Asian countries' outlook for a free and open Indo-Pacific region that gained traction among the Southeast Asian countries. China has noted India's Indo-Pacific Ocean Initiative. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Zhao Lijian told the 30th anniversary of the Asian-China dialogue relations. Global supply systems towards recovery. International supply systems damaged beyond COVID-19 were completely disrupted by the Delta variant boom. As a result, global economic growth has plummeted, and the Oxford Economic Institute predicts that they will recover by next year in the face of worsening conditions also. The Oxford Economics Institute based its findings on a survey of 45 countries that accounts for 90% of the world gross domestic products GDP. James Webb Telescope launch delayed again to December 22nd. The launch of NASA's James Webb Space Telescope has been postponed yet again, this time from December 18 to December 22nd. As technicians were preparing to attach the telescope to the launch vehicle adapter, a sudden unplanned release of a clamp band caused a vibration throughout the observatory, NASA said in a statement on Monday. The incident occurred during the operations at the satellite preparation facility in Kourou, French Guiana. 1959 American rape murder case finally settled with DNA evidence. After 62 years, the case of rape and murder of a 9-year-old girl, Candice Rogers, in America reached the end due to advanced DNA technology. Forensic genealogy and traditional detective work to name John Reed Hope as the killer of young Ellen Rogers in 1959. Hope died in 1970. The rapist Hope died in 1970. NASA to launch new laser communication systems to speed up data transmission from space to Earth. NASA is set to test a laser technology in space. This mission is aimed at speeding up space communications. The laser communication relay demonstration, which is shortly called as LCRD, will be launched on December 4 after a 2-year delay. No Pakistani F-16 were taken down by India. Pakistan's Foreign Office spokesman Asim Iftikhar said in his statement that India's claim of shooting down an F-16 before the arrest of the Indian pilot was false, and that the purpose of giving the award to Abhinandan was to divert the attention of Indian people from the realities. COVID threat is low for asthma sufferers. COVID epidemic, people were afraid that asthma patients would have more if they had corona infection. But a study by scientists at the University of Swinburne in Australia found that asthma sufferers need to be hospitalized less often than the others. Asthma sufferers generally use cardiosteroids, and their study found that these steroids can help prevent any lung problems, even those with COVID-19 infection. 45 killed in Bulgaria bus accident. At least 45 people, including 12 children, died in an overnight bus accident on a highway in western Bulgaria. The bus, which was heading from Turkey to North Macedonia, appeared to have hit a highway barrier either before or after it caught fire, according to the officials. National Union Cabinet to clear farm laws repeal bill 2021 today. In a signal to farmers that PM Narendra Modi out to quickly deliver on his promise to repeal the 3 contentious farm laws, the Union Cabinet will take up the Farm Laws Repeal Bill 2021 for approval. Supreme Court dismisses plea challenging change in land in Central Vista project. The Supreme Court on Tuesday dismissed a petition challenging the change in land use of a plot where the new official residence of the Vice President and the Prime Minister are stipulated as part of the Central Vista project in Lyttians, Delhi. Everything can be criticized, but it should be constructive criticism. The Apex Court observed and said it was a policy matter and the authority concerned has offered sufficient explanation to justify the change in the land use of the plot. Special trains for tourism. A new scheme in the history of the railways has opened. Special trains for tourism will be available similar to the trains run for people and freight. Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnav on Tuesday said that the service would be launched under the name of Bharat Gaurav for the tourism. India's IT services sector to see 4.5 lakh gross employee addition in second half of financial year 2022. Indian IT services sector is expected to a gross employee addition of about 4.5 lakh in the second half of the fiscal ended March 2022, according to a report by market intelligence firm Unearth Insight. India to release crude oil from strategic reserves to cool the petro prices. India will release 5 million barrels, that is equal to 50 lakh barrels of crude oil from its emergency stockpile in tandem with the US, China, Japan and other major economics to cool international oil prices. This is the first time ever that India, which stores 5.33 million ton or about 38 million barrels of crude oil in underground caverns at 3 locations on the east and west coast, is releasing stocks for such purposes. Constitution Day on November 26. As part of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav program, Constitution Day will be celebrated on 26th of this month in the Central Hall of the Parliament. The event will be chaired by President Ramnath Kovind. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi said on yesterday. Government approves proposal for GSAT-7C satellite for Indian Air Force. The Defence Ministry on Tuesday approved the procurement of GSAT-7C satellite and ground hubs worth of 2,236 crore rupees for the Indian Air Force for real-time connectivity of software-defined radios. Max who flew again in India. Boeing Max resumes flight after a gap of 2.5 years. SpiceJet on Tuesday launched a special service from Delhi to Gwalior with a Boeing Max 737 aircraft. Manufacture of AK-203 rifles in India. Manufacturing of AK-203 rifles in India, which has been pending for a long time, is coming to a standstill. According to official information, the agreement between the two countries will be finalized during the Russian Prime Minister Putin's visit to India in the next month. Colonel Santosh Babu awarded Mahavir Chakra posthumously. Galwan Valley class hero Colonel Santosh Babu was awarded the second highest wartime gallantry medal, the Mahavir Chakra, posthumously by President Ramnath Kovind in an investiture ceremony on Tuesday. Santosh Babu's wife B. Santoshi and his mother Manjula received the award at Raj Bhavan. Andhra Pradesh, BC caste census should be conducted. The Andhra Pradesh government has asked the center to conduct a BC census. To this end, the state legislature passed a resolution yesterday. Andhra Pradesh share in central taxes is 3,848 crore rupees. The central government has released 95,082 crore to the states and union territories under the share in taxes. Andhra Pradesh got 3,848 crore rupees. The amount was released by the Union Finance Ministry as per the recommendations of the 15th Finance Commission. Telangana's share in central taxes is 1,999 crore rupees. Under the share of taxes, 95,082 crore was released by the central government to the states, while the state of Telangana received 1,999 crore rupees. Kashmiri saffron now grown in Telangana. However, what if one does not have to grow saffron in Kashmir, but instead do it right here in Telangana? One Hyderabad-based startup, Urban Kisan, has successfully grown Kashmiri saffron for the first time in Telangana, and the pilot farming the spice has shown good results. Sports, Mithali in third place. Team India captain Mithali Raj retains third position in ICC Women's ODI bats rankings. Mithali continues to be ranked third with 738 points. Defeat of Lakshya Sen and Kashyap in the first round of the Indonesian Open Super 1000 badminton tournament. Lakshya Sen lost to Japan's top seed Kento Momota, and Kashyap lost to Singapore's Keen Yu in the first round. Sindhu in the BWF Athletes Commission election. Indian star shuttler PV Sindhu will be contesting in the BWF Athletes Commission elections. The BWF said elections to the commission would be held during the World Championships in Spain in December. These are the today's current affairs. Keep watching Adult Solutions Current Affairs program to get regular updates on current affairs. Thank you.
Add-on Solutions. Add-on Desire.